Hey guys, I know, back again with another video. Probably not gonna do two in a row this time. Let's get into the topic of the video. It is too hot in this room because every time I have to record a video, I have to turn off my loud ass fan. You might have heard it a few times when I was too lazy to turn it off, but this time I am in a bit more of a energetic mood, so I did. Anyways, it's time to get into the topic of the video, and that is why the school system is broken, like extremely broken. And the one of the reasons for that is, the government's pretty shit, but they do underfund schools, and then or the parents, like, they need to get involved and shit like that. And they are valid reasons, like, don't get me wrong there, but like, I mean, this video is from a former American school system's student point of view, not the grown-up point of view, not the corrupt congressman point of view, corrupt politician point of view, or whatever. Just any corrupt person, any person who's biased towards it. I am biased against it, and I quite frankly, there are a lot of videos already doing this, but like, there are just not enough. We need to bash it more because things are not probably not going to change, and that's what really pisses me off. But yeah, so I mean, I have a script here that I made the script almost 4 years ago because on my other channel, which I might share the link to it later on, but I wanted to start YouTube for a while. Unfortunately, I was severely camera shy, and I've actually not, it's been relatively recently that I've actually been comfortable in front of a camera. Like, I have not been comfortable in front of a camera for a long time. It took me a lot of courage. Noel Dazel has talked about this in one of his videos, but anyways, we're getting off topic. So this is what I think is wrong. So school does teach us all these very interesting subjects such as math, science, literature, and stuff like that. But the only the main issue, not the only one that I can see, is that they don't actually teach us like how to like use our knowledge in real life. So, like, if you only teach us the facts, that doesn't really make us interested in the subject that you are trying to teach us. And we are only get interested when the facts are connected to real life scenarios. And so I have an example pulled up here. Let's say a class is being given information about Einstein's theory of relativity, and the equation is like E equals mc squared, and the class is then dismissed, and we're left wondering, when are we ever going to use this bullshit formula? I mean, with all due respect to Einstein, I quite frankly do not think that he thought that his work would be taught this hastily. Because I've had classes like that. They would literally just spit out all the information to us, make us memorize it, and then have a homework assignment on it. We do the homework assignment, turn it in the next day, and then forget about it. And I'm like, that's not learning, you know. Like, Princier did a video about this. He called it bulimia. To be honest, that's actually a pretty nasty but true comparison. Anyways, and now I will now introduce a way that we could make it more interesting. If the class was taught that same lesson, but connecting the information being given to actual real life scenarios, like, I don't know, energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. So if you like think about, how much energy a plane uh, makes when it is flying through the air. Um, and if school actually taught the information this way, it would mean a lot more to me. And I feel like I would have had a way better experience and not have constant mental breakdowns at midnight trying to, I don't know, memorize the Pythagorean theorem. That was literally like that's a core memory of mine from middle school, I think. But yeah, and and as a result, I think we would like school a lot better. Grades would be higher, definitely, and we would actually be a lot more motivated to do our homework and would become a lot more productive as a result of this. Um, I have an outro here, but like I want to like go into a little bit deeper, maybe in the next 5 minutes or so, because I don't really want to like drag out these videos or anything. Um, I have been in the American school system since kindergarten, arguably before that, but it was a private daycare. I did preschool in a private daycare. So yeah, that's the luxury treatment I got. Would have been way better than an actual preschool. Um, but anyways, off topic again, because I'm a savage. Anyways, um, other than that, like I mean, I went through elementary school K through 5. Then it was six through seven at one middle school, and then I did eighth grade at a middle school here because we moved. Because I think I talked about this in another video, and then 9th through 12th high school, and now I've graduated high school, and I'm gonna start community college in the fall. Community college, I wouldn't really consider that part of the school system. It technically is, but like it's funded by like other places and like but it's college though. You have to pay for college. When it comes to public school, it's practically free, except for like extracurricular stuff that the school wants funding for. But yeah, it's pretty much free. Public school sucked. I hated it. I was very quiet, very introverted. I still am. If you meet me in real life, I'm not this talkative, especially if we've just met. Maybe I'll be more talkative if like we know each other, but if we do not know each other, expect there to be a lot of dead silence between conversations. Um, because I don't really like talking to strangers. Would have been the perfect child in the 70s for the stranger danger scare. Anyways, this led to me feeling pretty isolated. I actually made a lot of friends with the autistic kids, and this was before I was diagnosed. So that was kind of like a thing of like, wait, do I have autism? And then I'm like, I find out that I have autism, and I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, that's a thing. But the problem was school. I hated school for the most part. I loved the information that I was being taught, even if it was useless, because I found it really interesting. And but I hated the environment. I hated the teachers for the most part. I hated my classmates. I hated the building, especially in high school. And then my mental health took a downturn, and then I had to like slowly but surely I switched to completely online classes, which is why I'm dreading going back to in-person classes you know, later. Uh like later this year cuz fall. But, I'm just like, you know, I'm I'm just like, disappointed because my my school experience was really just mediocre, pretty average. It's really not great. Maybe better compared to some countries, like, way better than India for sure, but like, I really don't like it. I'm like, oh, America could do so much better, but, we keep funding the military and bullshit like that, so not really likely to change anytime soon. So we're kind of stuck with this, unless there are alternatives, but like the alternatives are like fine, I guess, if that works for you, but they don't really work for everybody because everybody learns differently. A lot of the alternatives require you to be away from other people, and that limits your opportunities to socialize. I mean, that would be heaven for me. That's why I went online because like, I don't want to be around people that much, but yeah, anyways, I think this is a good spot to end the video. It's gone on for almost 10 minutes now. It's one of my longer videos. But yeah, I hope you all are having a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever the fuck. Yeah, anyways, bye for now.